Hello.
Hi. Yeah, Junior, you're about to say something, is it? Okay, no worries. Yeah, I think we will just wait for two more person. Yeah, we will just wait for one more person. Yep, I think we can start. Yeah, so hi everyone. Good evening to Dr. Ko as well as everyone. So yeah, today is our Mesyuarat Agung tahunan. So as you all know, I think now we are officially registered with BHAP. So that is why we need to have this Mesyuarat Agung every year. So yeah, today's agenda we won't take too long, hopefully, because funnily enough, our previous meeting with the whole community as well as with Dr. Ko was actually on the 8th of April, so it's exactly 2 months back. So today's session, I think, is just to have some updates to look back into what we have done in this previous term, and then what are some of the upcoming activities before we officially end our term on 25th July. And then lastly, you just have a group picture lah. Yeah, for all the mini things, because we need to minute down the whole session. Yeah, so for the firstly, maybe just give a short speech, right? Is this is our first annual general meeting, which is a yearly gathering of the club members, where we sum up the term and review what we have actually done well and what we could have improved. So throughout, maybe I will start with what we have done well. So I would say that throughout the year, we have actually built a reputation of keeping our students in UPM to be more aware of all the tech trends and also all the opportunities. I think we can see, like, a lot of people are starting to be more aware, and they start to sign up for workshops or even study jams, and even started doing like freelance part-time jobs, taking up programming projects, or even we see some that even join and start to win hackathons. So maybe I would say one of the notable ones from UPM was actually pretty recent. It was in the Chipta by iCube startup competition. So I would say that competition is a notable achievement for UPM, is because that competition is actually international level, and we have is by iCube UK. So we have a lot. I saw the participants list. There's actually Ivy League universities like Oxford and Cambridge students that are taking part in that event. But eventually UPM managed to win first and second place. So I would say that that's really one of the example that shows that UPM levels standards are actually there. And yeah, I think that's really a great thing, because we are being the pioneers, and then we inspire many of our friends. And other than that, what we have done well as well is that we have had a lot of impactful activities, which later we will sum up all together our impacts, as well as how many people attend our workshops, what is the rating, what was their feedback, and so on. Yeah, so I think throughout this term, we really want to thanks everyone, especially the co-lead, Dr. Ko, as well as all the department leads, because you guys been taking initiative to actually have these programs. I didn't force you guys to have these events, but you guys are the one that took the initiative to have this program. There's even one program, right? I think it's by communication. So I was telling them that if y'all are too busy then maybe we can just wait for the next term, right? Like we don't need to organize it. But she actually told me, I actually told me that she'll feel bad for not organizing an event, because when she joined GDSC, she wants to bring an impact to the students. So I would say that's a really great example. Yeah. And then as for what we can improve, I would say that what we hope to see in the next term is we would like to see more engagement. So more engagement is can be both internal and external. So for internal, we hope to see the core team can actually have more engagement in the group chat. That means it's not just the top, or even just within the departments. So I know the department chats are active, but the main chat with all the departments is slightly less active. So I hope that's one thing. So what we can do, maybe we can have more physical meetups instead of just virtual. And other than that, for external, I would say that we have a lot of external WhatsApp groups as well with the public, but most of it, such as the Facebook groups, our likes and comments could be more engaged lah. Yeah, so these are some of the improvement. And other than that, another improvement that I would like to see in the next term is maybe we can be more organized, because I would say that currently we are doing a lot of things the cowboy style way, because maybe we are very new, so we don't know about the standard SOP. So now we have a few experience. I mean, we have a few programs under BHAP already. We know how the SOP works. Maybe moving forward, we can actually start to have more organized lah, to be more organized. Yeah. So these are some of the improvements that I think it is something that we can make. Yeah, so moving forward, I hope that the new lead, the new lead will be announced by Google in July, and I hope there's 2 person in this Google Meet that has applied for it, and there's one more student that's from the public that actually applied for it. So we hope that you guys can continue the energy and continue to raise the bar higher. Yeah. So last but not least, thanks again to everyone for being in this club since the UPM Hackers time. So even though we are not retiring today like other clubs, we are retiring on 25th June instead, but we still have 3 more events to go. So yeah, you have definitely made a lot of contribution and helped a lot of students. Yeah. So next, I think I will pass to Dr. Koh for your opening speech. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Jada. Right, for having me this evening for this what they call this AGM, right? For this Google Developer Student Clubs. Oh, so fast, yeah, 1 year already. Okay, so thank you very much for the team. That's the first things that I'm on behalf of the faculty. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for your effort to bring in so many talk, seminars, program for our students. Yeah, hopefully the next week we can also see doing for this club fly times, right? But before we move forward, there's a question into my mind. Why goals? Why goals? I'm not sure how many of you will ever think about these questions. Why goals? Is it because of branding, or because of you have plenty of technology that's wide enough for us to explore together? Right. Recently, I'm engaging on one project, which is on the consultation project. This project is about the national operational skill standards. All of us from different wing, which is from the academic wing, actually in the other side, there's another wing that they are called operational wing. And under the operational wing, the curriculum was developed based on the national occupational skill standard, so-called NOS. And in that project, right, because I'm one of the consultants, one of the objectives is that the Ministry of Human Resources, they want to know, should those IT pillars, how should those IT pillars can be embedded into those skills. You see, in Malaysia, under the Human Resources Ministry, we have over 2,000 national educational skill standards, including the skill how to do the massage, bubble, and a lot. Okay, and do you aware that actually we have 11 pillars, IT pillars, so-called IT pillars, that we introduced by the ministry. Most of these pillars we have introduced to the students, but maybe it's not under we just spread it in four major faculties. For example, one of the very important pillars that happening now is the autonomous robot. You see, when we try to shift from the third, what they call IR3 into IR4, basically the transition is between the robotics, the automations, into the data revolutions. To me, in IR4 basically it's about data revolutions. When people talking about robotics, people talking about cloud computing, people talking about big data, people talking about 3D printing, system integration, cybersecurity. Those are examples of the 11 pillars that I think most of us should master it. Because very soon you will notice that everyone who engage into through this what they call vocational channel, they're going to master at least some of this technology in their curriculum. Even the operator in a factory, in a plant. So in a project, I visited this Inari, semicon industry. I visited Bosch, Robert Bosch. It's also the industrial industry. They told me that they are looking for a lot of IT, but maybe they are not looking for a whole degree. They're not looking for a degree, but they're looking for someone come with micro credentials, what called expertise. They might what they call this augmented reality. If you are having the micro credentials cert in the cybersecurity, they're willing to recruit you. Right? So because of the data revolutions in the what they call this IR4, I urge everyone, right, try to spend more time to explore more. Perhaps I understand that this platform is about Google's. Everyone is exploring Google's technology, but of course there are more, a lot of alternative out there, right, that you guys can explore further. Okay, right. Now to switch back to Google. We understand that the Google is the parent company, the so-called Alphabet. Right? If you're aware of it. And we understand that Google was established back in 1998. And I think that time I was still in secondary high school. Right? And now it's 2020, right? After 22 years, everyone knows about Google. So when students ask me a question, if I don't have the things to answer that, I ask the student try to ask Google. So the best thing about Google is about the search. Everything when think about Google, you ask everyone. Even you ask my father, who is now 70 years old. Anything that you want to know, he will ask Google as well. He's not going to ask me, right? But do you know that Google search actually they have monopoly about 90% of the market share, exclude China. Of course, China, we know that they have a Baidu, right? They have conquered the almost 90% of the market share. Of course, those days in India before we have Google, we have this Yahoo, and nowadays the Yahoo market share, I think, is less than 3%, right? So in Google itself, you also have the YouTube. It also belong to Google now. They are expanding their business portfolio into entertainment. And beside that, if you're aware that Google also have this what they call autonomous vehicles under the company called what they call Waymo, right? So if you try to aware about how does this Google's expand their business portfolio, perhaps you will see in future this technology going to come into Malaysia, right? And in fact, you look at the Waze, if you look at the Fitbit, right? And even recently, Google's also expand their portfolio into cybersecurity. I think they're going to acquire one organization called Mandiant, Mandiant, somewhere around mid of this year. Maybe still not close yet, in the process of acquisitions. So you see, I told you in Malaysia we are having that 11 pillar, and at the same time you try to observe what is happening in the Google's organizations, right? And then perhaps you know where is the skills and directions that everyone in this room should move forward, right? So I hope next term, the new leader, right, will bring the whole team moving forward, and hopefully, again, remember our mission is that once you create awareness, once you increase the engagement, then the next thing is that we need to return back to our community. So if let's say you want to do your branding, perhaps you want people talking about Google Developer Student Club in UPM is the best. Perhaps I think you need to engage more community. Okay, spread the news through their mouth. Perhaps people will go faster. Right? So with that, I end now my speech. Right? All the best.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Ko, for the inspiring speech. So moving on, I think we will go to the next phase, which is the laporan activity sesi 21-22. So laporan activity is basically just the summary of those activities. So even though I think previously we have updated briefly about what we have done, but it's always great to actually look back properly, like throughout this term what we have completed. We also take in Dr. Ko's previous feedback to actually take in some metrics to actually measure our impacts. So yeah, now I'll pass to Bungkit or Ray for the presentation.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, JD. So I'll be taking over. So the first activity that we have is actually during last November is our first event where we want to introduce GESE UPM to our students, to our community, because we are established during that time. So the first event is GESE Info Day, and we coupled it with a mini web dev workshop where we hope to kind of pick their interest into our club, so they join in our future activities and future workshops. So during that event, we have 102 attendees, and for the feedback forms that we received is 57, and the ratings that we have is 4.8 slash over 5 scale. So this event is prepared by core team and mainly prepared by the web team. Okay, so moving on, we have our second event, which is another workshop. It's called Intro to GCP. GCP stands for Google Cloud Platform, which Google has been pushing quite a lot in these few years, because they have other competitors like Azure from Microsoft and also AWS from Amazon. So for this event, we actually invited someone. We invited Amrita from GDG Cloud KL, and then she is also a professional in this field to give a talk about the Google Cloud platform itself. So we have 84 attendees for this event, and overall we received 46 feedbacks and have a rating of 4.9/5. And this event is handled by the cloud department. Okay. So we also have a machine learning workshop, which is prepared by our machine learning team, and we have 51 attendees, and everyone actually fill in the feedback form that we gave them. So this machine learning workshop prepared by the machine learning team is we aim to provide our students some of the basics and tutorials of machine learning so they can explore further with some of the foundational skills that we provide them. So the materials that we are using, I believe the machine learning team, they actually gathered from Kelab, which is one of the education platforms provided by Google, and some due diligence that they did. Yeah. So the next event is Tech Talks, UX Research in Tech Industry, where we invite Dr. Imran from AirAsia. He's a senior user experience researcher at AirAsia, and this event is handled by our UI UX team, where we hit 105 attendees, and all of them fill in the feedback form. So yeah, for this event, Dr. Imran shared a lot about his experience in the UI UX industry and how the students are able to pivot or jump into this industry. Or like he actually answered a lot of questions that the students have, because UI UX research or UI UX designer is kind of new to them, because usually what they have is what they know about is more software engineering or other more common stuff instead of UI UX. So the next event that we have is quite recent as well. It's the one that we have this year is PDSC Solution Challenge Info Session, where we invited Mr. Kui, a previous winner of I believe it's a local Google hackathon that is a regional one. So Mr. Kui shared about his experience in winning that hackathon to our students. So this solution challenge is something that Google have every year. It's a kind of a regional. So the winners will get selected and went to a global stage to teach to the judges about their solutions to the community. So for this event, we have 24 attendees and also 100% feedback rate. And this event is handled by our community department. Yeah. And then here we have a collaboration with Talent Labs. So this event is a career in tech campus recruitment for MyStep. MyStep is an initiative between Talent Labs and our government, our Malaysian government, to provide trainings and provide, I would say, online courses to provide them the knowledge and then provide them on-job placement in different companies. They have a lot of famous big names like Faith, Samsung, CM, Foodpanda, which these 6-month programs prepare them, and then if let's say they perform well and excel in that initiative, they are able to move on to the next stage. They might get selected or employed as a full-time employee into some of the names that I mentioned, which is the companies that they work with. So for this event, we have achieved 100 attendees, and all of them also give us some good feedback about the event itself. So yeah, this event is actually the recruiter or the HR from Talent Labs actually reached out to JD at LinkedIn, and we had a few meetings with them to really push this in UPM. So yeah, in this event we have some speaker from Talent Lab that is working at Google Hong Kong as a solutions architect. We invited him to share more about his experience in pivoting say, work in software engineer and also solutions architect, besides sharing more about the my step information. Yeah, so this is another event that we have is GDSC Lead Info Session. So this GDSC Lead Info Session, the purpose is to provide information to our community about the recent application for the GDSC Lead, because it opened, and then we hope more students apply to this and be able to went through the interview session and get selected as the next lead for GDSC UPM, because it's selected by Google. But then we actually provide, we do have some number of nomination code to provide to them, so they can kind of get some priority during the interview process. So for this event, we have 108 attendees, and the talk is given by JD and also me. And the event is planned and also run by the core team and mainly by the community department. And then here's a recent event that Google have in Malaysia. It's a very big one. It's called GDSC Machine Learning Study Jam, where they provide a series of workshops and to teach the students about machine learning. And for this event, right, we actually have quite a number of people in our GDSC UPM involved in as a community, and yeah. So for example, JD is in the secretary part, right? And then Calvin is the head of the academic department, and Z also part of the academic department. So for this event, it's regional wide, so it's whole Malaysia. So they have 60 attendees, and then it involves 36 core team members from different GDSC in Malaysia, different universities. So I believe they not only a lot of impact to the community, but also make a lot of connections that we can make use of in the future. Say we have collaborations on events and other activities, then yeah, we are able to do so because we know the person from different GDSC. So yeah, basically this is a collaboration between GDSC Malaysia and GDSC UPM. Alright. So besides all the events that we have, actually we have tech departments and also non-tech departments. The non-tech departments are creative, communication, and community, which actually did a lot of work for our club. But then maybe they did not. It's not obvious to everyone. Yeah. So here are some. So the creative department usually handles the posters that we have and for our events and also for celebrations. So here are some of the metrics that we have currently for our social media. For Instagram, we have 261 followers. For Facebook page, we have 163 followers, and for LinkedIn, we have 94 followers. So yeah. Moving on, we have communication department, where they are kind of our diplomat, where they reach out and then they interact with outsiders that are interested to have some collaboration with us. So here are some that they got for us is Varsity Hackathon USM, which is earlier this year. We actually managed to push 10 UPM teams to register for this event. It's a hackathon organized by USM. And then we have another event by UN. It's called Programming League National 2022. And then we have 3 UPM teams registered for this. And also, some of their main tasks is creating captions and also writing emails to or responding to emails that we receive for our official email. Yeah. Last but not least, we have our community department, where they manage the community that we have, which is our students, and also they create registration forms and also feedback forms to really improve from that comments and feedbacks that we receive. So for WhatsApp group, currently we have 462 members, and for Facebook group we have 72 members, and for Discord channel we have 62 members. Yeah. Yeah, that basically wraps up everything, the activities that we have, and also everything, the contributions that every department have. Yeah. So really appreciate what every department and every committee, every reporting member has contributed to the team, and hopefully next term we are able to provide some advice or some guidance to the next board to bring our club to the next level. Yeah. This concludes my speech. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Bungkit, for sharing. So I think just now there are many activities that were shared. So if you lost count, there's actually sorry, not 20. There's actually eight activities completed, and we are not done. Even though our term is ending soon in roughly 20 days. But within these 20 days, we are having 3 more events. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So one of the events is actually tomorrow. So this is the Cloud Talk. So maybe I will let Junren, the program lead, to just talk briefly about it. Yeah, go ahead, Junren.
So good morning, everyone. This is our first event, and in upcoming, which is tomorrow, and the title will be Cloud Talk: Experts Sharing on Working in the Cloud Industry. We are going to invite Mr. Harit, which is previously our alumni. A year before, he just graduated from software engineering, and he is currently working in the eCloud Cloud Valley, and one of the providing cloud service company, and he will share about what is his experience to go into this company, and basically what's the technology that they use in his company. And yeah, he will talk about his career and so forth. So yeah, and our starting time is from 8:45 to 10:30. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, and just to add on, yeah, Mr. Harif is from FSKTM. He's 2 years older than me and most of us here. Yeah, and yeah, I think to this, like rather than most of our previous events, right, we have a limit at 100 participants, because mainly we are using those basic Zoom account and basic Google Meet account. But for tomorrow's event, we can actually go more than 100, because we managed to get a premium account. So yeah, Dr. Koh, feel free to share it with your students to inspire them. Yeah, then moving on, I think there's 2 more events. So one is yeah, I will invite Git and GitHub workshop is by the web department. So Koi.
Alright, so my department, we're doing a Git or GitHub workshop on 24th June, which is like the at the end of our term, which shows our determination towards the club. So what it is about is it's technically from how what is GitHub, and then like how we're going to use it from the start until the end, to help like students know how to use it, because I think like most of us, although we know how the basic stuff, but we don't actually know how to like make it efficient. So this is what our goals are for the workshop. Okay, so that is all for the GitHub workshop. I'll pass it back to the MC.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Koim. Yeah. So for now, we don't have we haven't come up with the posters yet, since we still have some time towards the workshop. So that's why there's not much graphics on it. Yeah. And then next is by the machine learning department, Calvin.
All right, thanks. Okay, so the next event will be the machine learning. The title is the Data World. Okay, which will be held on next week, 17th of June. Yeah, and then we already shortlisted the speaker, but we haven't approached it. We approach them as soon as possible. Yeah, tomorrow basically. Yeah, and then the speaker would be either Desmond, the enterprise engineer at Meta, or the Faraz Hassan, the lead data scientist at Custom. And the last one is the Jenna Yang, which is the director of machine learning at Moneyline. Yeah, this three is a speaker that we aim to have. Like, yeah, just choose either one. And the content would be basically the aim of this workshop would be like this talk would be let the community to explore more on
Wait,
data
I got
jobs
a
and what
meeting.
is the data
Who
scientist
is
daily
it?
routine, and then also the insight of data scientist job in Malaysia. Yep. So it will be have the flow would be a 45-minute talks and then a 15-minute Q&A. Yep. And then if possible, we would also like to have a quiz session. Yeah, but this one have to align with the speaker as well because we wish the quiz is aligned with the topics that he give or she give. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, this is about the ML, the data world talk session. Yep. So I'll pass back to MC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Calvin. I think that's very exciting just by listening to the speakers that you're planning to have on board. Yeah. Then yeah, I think we reached the highlights of this term. So we actually receive we have the second most number of events in Malaysia as announced by Google developers, and we have the third most impactful event in Malaysia, which is the event with Asia. So that one actually won third place. So kudos to that one is with UI UX department. Yeah, so kudos to Bashir and the team. So yeah, we have 8 events completed and 3 upcoming events by 25th June. Will be complete with 11 events, and we have a team of 25 core team members. Some couldn't make it tonight, and our club members, the one that is registered with the website is 262, and our end of term date is 25th June. This one is not set by me actually. This is set by Google developers itself. So they tell us that any activities that's after 25th June won't be recorded in their system. Yeah, I also feel that we also need some we need a break to prepare for finals exam. So I think I'm good with the end of term date. So I think different with other AGMs, right? Other AGMs, they will, after they announce all these activities that they have done, then they will talk about the new the new board, the new committee, because they actually elect them during this period. But our club is actually, because we are liaising with Google developers, so Google developers is the one that will be choosing the new lead. So that's why we will maintain with the same committee, and then after Google have chosen the new lead, then we will send a document to BHAP to request for pindaan. Yeah. And also yeah, today's meeting just now, we have also requested permission from BHAP to conduct it in totally fully English. Mainly our clubs have a lot of international students. Yeah. So I think before we end, right, maybe let's just hear from some of us. Maybe Aus, do you wanna share about your experience with GDSC?
Okay, sure. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Aus. Yeah, so it's a great honor for me to be part of GDSC. I have learned a lot from my experience being here. Mainly, I managed to improve my organizational skills as well as communication and teamwork skills. Of course, last but not least, I managed to improve my time management skills. Also, what I liked about GDSC is that there is like a positive and efficient communication between departments. For example, if you need a poster from the creative department, you will get a quick and swift response, which is really amazing. Also, speaking from my department, my department is Kelab department, and we were very our communication was very easygoing, and we managed to get the job done efficiently. Last but not least, I like that we managed to reach out for a lot of students in UPM and outside UPM, and it makes me happy, and not only me, also makes us happy that we managed to increase the knowledge of the students about Google. So that is it from me, and looking forward to the next speaker.
All right, yeah. Thank you very much, Aus. Really appreciate you sharing your experience. Yeah, I think yeah, Dr. Ko, is that event next week? Is it available for other faculty students as well, or you just science computer?
Mainly, I think they like Huawei. I think they are welcome some of the non-IT candidate as well, right? So, but then you can pitch lah, right? You guys can pitch why they should what they call adopt you as their employee. So if you want your life to be very peaceful, then you can join a public bank, who's banking industry. Yeah, right. Then if let's say you want to explore further, DHL is one of the very good company, right? DHL, I think QT, we also have some your senior with UPTP.
Yeah.
Huawei also very interesting,
All right.
right?
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Thanks a lot, doctor, for sharing it. So I think hopefully everyone can just take this opportunity to go have a look, especially those that are graduating soon. Yeah. Then next, I think even though our agenda says we are ending, right, but then I would love to hear from the new leadership team. I think Calvin and Dylan, you both of you should be in the new leadership team, right? Since you actually applied for the lead, and you guys are still in year 2. So I would love to hear from you guys lah, about your plans and then your experience and stuff like that. So maybe Calvin, you seem you're holding the mic ready already. So just pass it to you first.
Okay, so yep. What should I say is, yeah, if like I'm really lucky enough to elected as the next year lead, okay. So what I will do is actually, like based on what Jada said just now, is actually like more engagement with the community, because that is also the problem that we realize. And also we'll be more focused on, not more focused, but then focus on each tag itself, because like what I found out is for UPM until now, like the participant is not really enjoying the hands-on workshop. Maybe it's like this one is the first, I mean like the first year like they're having like this kind of hands-on event. Yeah, and then like I mean like if compared to the others what you call that, chapters event, like I found out that some of them is not really enjoying, so have to use some initiative to improve this kind of situation, and also like let them to like really try on some new Google tag. Yeah, so this is like what we should focus on. Yeah, because like based on the experience like for the GDSC Malaysian MF region, yeah, it's really exciting, if like the participants really can gain something from us. Yeah, so this is also what I want to bring to the GDSC UPM next year. Yeah, and also like what else I talk about, like also it's also like lucky enough like to be in this club like since UPM hackers. Yeah, I learned a lot from both like Jada and Pinkit. Yep, and also like yeah, it's like yeah, very good to know everyone here, and yeah, really hope that for next year, okay, we still can maintain this kind of spirit. Yep, this kind of vibe. Yep, we learn together.
All right. Thanks a lot, Calvin. So yeah, I think the interview process just started, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just received the calendar invitation.
Okay.
Will be next week. Yep.
All right, that's good. All the best. All the best. Yeah, and then now maybe you can hear from Dylan. Dylan.
Yeah, hi everyone. So yeah, coming to UPM hackers as a newbie, right? I've learned a lot of things, not only from the UPM hackers, but also transitioning to Google DSC. So I may not be in the technical lead, but I'm actually under the community department, and I have learned a lot of things, not only in terms of like how to organize events and how to manage my time in terms of planning out the activities, but also I was able to engage with the community not only through Discord but also through other social medias, and I was able to actually help those students who really want to know more about GDSC to actually to connect between the club and the community to actually to build the bridge and to bring the gap closer between students and also GDSC as well. So for future plans, right, I would like to not only to reach out to UPM students only, but also to the community outside as well, especially students from students from USM, and students from other universities as well. So by doing this, I feel that UPM should go one step further in terms of organizing competitions, because I saw that USM, like, they have organized hackathons and they managed to reach out to students from other universities and to build a meaningful connection while they join these kind of competition activities. So we could actually start from organizing like programming league competitions, or maybe simple things such as UI UX competitions, or maybe even think competitions as well. So for my main goal for the future of GDSC UPM is to organize activities that not only involve UPM students, but also involve with other university students as well, so that we can gain traction and to promote that GTSC UPM is actually one of the best GTSC clubs that you can find in Malaysia. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's a wonderful speech. Yeah, so I think yeah, that's a very good idea to actually include more students in the club to be more involved. And at the same time, I think just now to mention, right, even though our name is Google Developer Student Club and it's powered by Google Developers, but our the technologies that we learn are actually not limited to Google. I think they have also mentioned that during the leads onboarding, we are allowed to learn other technologies as well. So I think moving on, you guys can also focus on the pillars that Dr. Ko mentioned and be more inclusive when it comes to this tech frameworks, not just limited to Google Developers stuff. Yeah, but the reasons we choose Google Developers is because of the marketing, branding, and also the resources provided. Yeah. So yeah, I think we have reached the end of the agenda. The next one is really just sesi bergambar, which is picture taking, and also thank you. So yeah, I think let's just everyone, if you are comfortable, feel free to just turn on your camera. And this is our last community meetings. After I think some of you are more than 2 years already, because even back in like when we are not registered, we already started, right? Yeah. So let's just take a group picture. Bashir, you'll be helping with it, right? Yeah, I think we are waiting for you. Jai, Yelilan, Chua, Xinqian, Zi, and Mukris. Give you guys some pressure. Alright, let's just give them another 30 seconds. Yeah, I agree. I think back in like last time, Sajat grew handsome already.
Hurry up, ho, my camera's gonna turn off. Please fast.
Okay lah, yeah. Feel free to take picture now, Bashir or Bunkit. Maybe when they say 3, 2, 1.
Maybe JD, you say 3 to 1.
Okay. Yeah, I say lah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Alright, 3, 2, 1, freestyle. Alright, that's it. So yeah, thank you everyone. I'll give back everyone's 10 more minutes. So feel free to leave now. Thank you. And feel free to fill in the attendance form. We'll share it in the group chat. Yeah. Whether this group chat or even our WhatsApp group. Yeah, thanks guys. I'll stop there.
Yeah, you